Following the one-year anniversary of the Russia-Ukraine war, in the latest, the European Union has adopted the 10th package of sanctions on Russia and vowed to increase pressure on Moscow. Ukrainian officials say that Russia conducted unsuccessful offensives near Yahidin in the east of Kiev. Now, Russia continues to concentrate its shellings along Bakhmut, a city which has faced months-long struggle and currently has less than 70,000 residents. A Russian mercenary leader has claimed that forces have captured Yahidin. Now, he also claimed to gain control of the Berkivka in the outskirts of Bakhmut.
За наших дітей ми б'ємося, за наших українців всіх, за нашу націю, як би сказати. Бо те, що робить Росія, це на даний момент, я вважаю, що це є геноцидом українців. І українців нема другого виходу, як тільки перемога в цій війні. Тому і б'ємося до кінця. Слава Україні!
Reports say that parts of Donetsk has also witnessed Russian shelling in 22 settlements in the fierce battles on the front lines in Ukraine's south and east. Russia is progressing towards capturing Bakhmut, but has failed to deliver a victory. On the sidelines, Putin has accused NATO of donating arms to Ukraine and said that the West planned to break up Russia. The Russian leader has said that NATO is sending tens of billions of dollars in weapons to Ukraine. He added that the West has one aim: to break up the former Soviet Union and its main part, the Russian Federation. As the G20 finance ministers' meeting takes place in India, Russia has accused the West of destabilizing the meeting between the leaders. The Russian Foreign Ministry issued a statement. It says, and I'm quoting here, "We regret that the activities of the G20 continue to be destabilized by the Western collective and used in an anti-Russian way." The G20 finance meeting hosted by India ended without a joint communique. Finance chiefs of the world's largest economies strongly condemned Moscow for its war on Ukraine. Only China and Russia declined to sign a joint statement. India, chair of the group of 20 economies, was reluctant to raise the issue of the war. However, Western nations insisted they could not back any outcome that did not include a condemnation. The lack of full consensus among G20 members meant that India resorted to issuing a chair's summary, a precedent that was set during the previous summit in Bali, Indonesia. The chair's summary summed up the 2 days of talks and noted the disagreements. Meanwhile, Russia has halted supplies of oil to Poland via the Druzhba pipeline. The halt in supplies comes a day after Poland delivered its first Leopard tanks to Ukraine. Petroleum refinery company PKN Orlen has said that they are prepared and have effectively secured supplies. The company further said that only 10% of crude oil has been coming from Russia, and they will replace that with oil from other sources. Now, WION's Anas Malik spoke to some of the residents of Odessa on how the war has changed their lives. Listen in.
Когда Херсон вышел из оккупации, мы поехали отдохнуть на природу возле речки. И получается, мы там отдыхали и слышали звуки прилетов. Нас это особо не испугало, но потом мы услышали, как они приближаются, и потом в 10 метрах от нас был прилет, и мы побежали в подвал возле дома, там нас пустили. Мы переждали там минут 20, там были очень большие массированные обстрелы. Мы даже не ожидали этого, потому что изначально до этого дня не было никаких обстрелов Херсона, поэтому мы были спокойны, но вот такая неудача нас подстерегла.
Война, вот это вот нет, понимаете, где-то можно было работать, тут много пропало мест, где можно было работать, вот, так что вот это. А так, в принципе, социальная мне оказывается помощь.
Меня зовут Анатолий, я живу в нескольких метрах от оперного театра. Вот. По образованию оперный певец. Но работал в филармонии когда-то. Сейчас на пенсии. Вот. Очень рад, что интересуются политикой в Одессе люди из далекой Индии и Пакистана, и вообще этого региона. Вот. Конечно, идет война, но слава богу, что нас не так сильно зацепило. Вот. Мы верим в свою армию, ЗСУ и так далее. Ну, были немножко какие-то немножечко некомфортные обстоятельства, свет отключали там иногда на сутки, иногда немножко по 3 часа, по 4 там, через 3 через 3 и так далее. Ну, в общем, все нормально. Главное, чтобы наши там парни были в порядке, чтобы они, как говорится, побыстрее победили, и мы за них. Вот так.
We were earlier joined by our correspondent Anas Malik from Mykolaiv, Ukraine. Listen in.
It's along the expected lines. Russian side has been saying that this is not a war, that this is not an invasion. Rather, they're trying to, quote, denazify the country, unquote. They're trying to, quote, secure their borders, unquote. And that is the reason we're seeing that there is this renewed offensive as well. Russia refuses to accept the fact that it has invaded territories or parts of Ukraine, that it has even attacked. Rather, it goes on to justify and says that it is a preemptive action. Therefore, in light of that, it was along expected lines where the West seems to be united, the Western Front seems to be united, at least on one part, where it would want to call out and try to isolate Russia in as many forums as it can. But then we have these other blocks where the politics is divided, and that shows the division largely in the world politics or in geopolitics or in realpolitik, as we say it, where you have China and Russia standing together, and you have the Western bloc standing together. So it was along expected lines. Ukraine would always we understand that there will be a reaction from that, and along expected lines from Ukraine as well, where they will be calling out on Russia and, quote, their false allegations or false implications, unquote. And that is the reason we're seeing that that this animosity or this hostility or this division that between the power corridors that lies, it is a reason, it is a source of divide, and this would further continue to escalate and aggravate the situation.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.